你好，大家好。
So, Taiwan. It's a wonderful place. It's where I live, and today we are going to talk about it. I've reached out to some local whiskey lovers, and they're going to be sharing some of their favorite bottles with us today. I'm Jeff. This is G Whiskey. Stick around. Taiwan is a small island nation home to over 23 million people. It's also the home of bustling cities, night markets, stunning mountain scenery, humidity, computer chips, talk shows with insane cartoon sound effects, delicious food, friendly people, a very tall building, more humidity, and whatever the f*** Pizza Hut is doing here. But beyond all that, it's got one of the most exciting whiskey scenes in the world. Probably. I haven't been everywhere. Taiwan is one of the biggest markets for Scotch whiskey, and it's also one of the few places in the world that consumes more single malts than blends. And personally, what I love most about living here is that we have some of the cheapest Scotch whiskey prices in the world. Which is wild because they ship this stuff out of Scotland, send it all the way over to the other side of the world, only to sell it here for less than what Scottish people have to pay for it. It's all about taxes and import costs and blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case, it's awesome. For me, the Scots might have some opinions. Anyway, I often talk about Taiwan in my videos just with regards to the prices or what bottles are available to me, but I have been accused of not really exploring the scene here. And really, I'm not too sure why that is. I mean, is it a language thing? No, I often work with people who don't speak English. At the end of the day, I think it's probably just that I'm lazy. It is easy for me to sit around in my little studio and talk about a bottle of whiskey, but for me to actually get up off my ass, head out into the real world and start engaging with people, that takes some effort. And I'm not about that. But we are going to fix that today. For this video, I reached out to a few local people and I asked them to share a couple things. First off, I want to know what their favorite affordable whiskey is. And second, I want to hear what makes Taiwan such a special whiskey scene. Now, for the record, we're not going for like super objective reviews or anything here. Some of these people do work in the whiskey industry, and of course, they're going to discuss their own brands. That's fine. All of this is just to give you guys a peek into the world of whiskey here. Now, as this video is about Taiwan, I have included some Chinese subtitles just in case we have some local viewers here today, and also just in case someone from Kavalan or Omar is watching and wants to give me a job. I'm not doing that again. I just did like 5 takes for that shot, and the wink you got was the best one. Clearly not a skilled winker. Looks like I'm having a stroke. Now, quick disclaimer, if my girlfriend is watching, I reached out to a lot of people for this video, both men and women. As it turns out, a couple more women show up in this video. That's just who got back to me. Also, I love you. Anyway, big thank you to everyone who participated in this video. Some of these videos are going to be in English, some in Chinese. Of course, subtitles will be included. We have some fun submissions for you guys. And I think that's all the basics covered. That's the whole premise. As usual, guys, I do have a mystery pour in my glass here. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video and I'll share with you what that is. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get things started. Let's jump into these recommendations from local enthusiasts. In the meantime, if you'll kindly leave a like down below, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Hi, I'm Anne, the blender and brand ambassador of Kavalan. As the blenders, our Kavalan whiskies feels like my children, so it's really hard to choose a favorite. If you are new to Kavalan, try our entry-level whiskey. If you are whiskey connoisseurs, you can choose our Solid series, which means single cask and cask strengths with dispersions. What makes Taiwan special for whiskey is Kavalan's use of the unique local climate for engine. With over 900 gold medals and 15 distillery awards, we are proud of our high quality. Hope you enjoy and experience the beauty of Kavalan. Cheers! Ganbei!
Hello guys, I'm Maltdaddy from Taiwan. G Whiskey recently asked me to do a video with regards to the Taiwan whiskey scene. So here I am. I also do a YouTube, and me and Jeff has done this YouTube since 2021. So G Whiskey has asked me 2 questions. The first question is pick one whiskey that you like right now, and it's not too expensive. I think coming from G Whiskey, this is quite unfair because there's so many whiskeys, right? It's like telling a kid to go to a candy store and pick one candy out of like 1,000 types. However, I might say that the type of whiskey I like are the naturally presented whiskey. So there you go. And the second one is why Taiwan is a great place for whiskey. Well, first off, Taiwan has a low alcohol tax. So you can find a different variety of whiskey here in Taiwan, like stuff from Ireland, stuff from the US, stuff from Canada, stuff from Japan, some from Sweden, from Denmark, Netherlands, a whole bunch, even from Australia. So Taiwan is a great place to buy whiskey because it's relatively cheaper from around the world. Okay, cheers. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Vicky. Here is my picks for the best whiskey you can get your hands on right now. Glenfiddich 18-year-old sherry cask is a special single malt whiskey exclusively available in Taiwan. I think it is probably one of the most affordable brand 18-year-old on the market. It's mature in the unique combination of Fino, Muscatel, and Oloroso sherry casks, creating a rich flavor profile. I like the nose most. Black apple, caramel, pickled pears, oak. As we know, Taiwanese generally prefer their whiskey to be more sweet compared to the West countries. So this Glenfiddich offering whiskey associates a refined, smooth drinking experience. Please share it if you like it and go check my Instagram. 死人之吧。
Hello, Momate. This is Atan's Whisky. 要我推荐一支我最喜欢的威士忌，永远都会是 Springbank 10年。但你知我知的一支难求。那如果要推荐一支还买得到的威士忌呢 ？Deanston 18年。我每年都会给 Online Scotch Whisky Award 投票，连续的我已经投给 Deanston 18年3次了。理由风味不多说 ，Non-True Filter。当然 ，Deanston 12年也是非常推荐的哦。
大家好，我是来自于台湾的威士忌旅游玩家威士 J。台湾呢有许多美丽的风景、好吃的美食，以及呢全台湾的人呢都非常热爱威士忌。跟大家分享呢我最爱的威士忌 Talisker 10年。它呢有淡淡的烟熏味，很迷人的海咸，甚至呢很淡雅的麦香。我觉得非常适合搭配呢台湾道地的海鲜美食。如果有机会呢，邀请你呢一起来到台湾呢，跟我们体验台湾的美食以及美酒。Cheers！
Hi, I'm Peiyu, a whiskey lover, educator, and the host of many whiskey events in Taiwan. My favorite whiskey, Lagavulin 16. It's a perfect peaty whiskey, but with a touch of honey and long sweet finish. And it's great for any occasion. Personally, I love having it while outdoor activity, hiking, camping, golfing, or just unwinding on a quiet night. And it pairs surprisingly with traditional Taiwanese food, hot pot, or even street food. But I also have to mention a fantastic Taiwanese distillery. They use cask finishing to bring Taiwan's rich, fruity flavor, almost like fresh picked fruit, into your whiskey. And the balance is incredible. Please, you have to try it.
All right, quick little side note here. Peiyu mentioned a Taiwanese whiskey distillery that you have to try. Unfortunately, in the video, she forgot to drop the brand's name. The brand she's talking about is called Nanto or Omar. Normally, when you think about Taiwanese whiskey, the first brand that pops to mind is Kavalan, but Omar is easily the second most famous one, and they do make really good stuff. I believe they're sold under the brand name Yusan in some markets. Really good stuff, worth checking out, and that actually makes for a nice segue into our next video.
嗨，我是 Joy， 我喜欢新鲜、有趣、创新的食物，当然也反映在评语上面。这次我要推荐台湾的威士忌欧玛风味桶，因为台湾位于北纬23.5度上，气候很炎热，所以不但威士忌熟成速度快，水果更是好吃，因此有水果王国的封号。而这个系列是威士忌与台湾土地的连结，目前有梅子、荔枝、葡萄酒桶、柳丁、白兰地。我个人很喜欢的就是梅子风味，它的风味是烟熏乌梅，又有点利亚洋的风味，让我想起了小时候的记忆。喝完之后，舌根残留的甜味可以持续很久，而且甜而不腻。取用的是信义乡的梅子，并用雪莉桶过桶，因此有增添了果干的甜香，让整体口感的层次更加丰富。它是圆筒强度，所以你也可以试试看，加水后会变成综合的水果软糖风味。我是 Joy， 我是主持人，也是威士忌作家，同时我也是和你一起成长的瑜伽老师。
Okay, so that actually wraps up all of our video submissions for today. We had some great suggestions in there. And I think the big takeaway from this video is I love my girlfriend. Listen, I reach out to women and men, probably more men. I can't control who gets back to me. Honestly, I barely even know some of these people. And you know what? I didn't even. Another interesting takeaway here is that we got a little bit of everything because Taiwan has a reputation of always going for the sherry forward stuff, the cask dominated stuff. And that's mostly true, but not always. We got some older Highland whiskeys in here. We got some peaty whiskeys. We got some younger coastal whiskeys, and of course, some great local recommendations. So they definitely mixed it up a bit. Now, if you were to ask me those same two questions, you didn't. But if you did, we'll start with my favorite affordable whiskey, which happens to be my mystery port today. If you're a long-term fan of the channel, this will be of no surprise to you. What I'm drinking is Craigellachie 13. Absolute banger, great bang for buck value. I've talked about it so much on the channel that I think a lot of you already know the deal with this one, but highly, highly recommended. Now, as for the second question, what makes Taiwan such a special place for whiskey? It sounds cheesy, but it's the passion. People here love their whiskey and they understand it. It is a very sophisticated whiskey market. We get these bustling whiskey shows here and they're filled with people who are genuinely excited to drink, share, and talk about good whiskey. Because I do think that for a lot of people, whiskey has this image of being this boring old man's drink, and that is not the impression you get here. In Taiwan, whiskey is so mainstream that you get people from all walks of life getting involved. Because if you go to one of those whiskey shows that I mentioned, you will find all sorts. You'll find people with decades of experience who are still really energetic and really passionate, but you also get a lot of young people. And it's not just men, there's a lot of women here who are genuinely passionate about whiskey. Probably. So I hear. I never noticed. Anyway, again, big thank you to everyone who contributed on this video. 谢谢你们. Guys, do me a favor, go follow their socials. They did pop up on the screen a minute ago, but I'll also make sure to include them in the description below. Also, let me know if you want to see more Taiwan-focused content. Maybe stuff like distillery tours or shop tours or bars or interviews or more collaborations with locals. If you want to see more of that, do let me know down below. And I think that brings us to the end of the video, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Big thank you if you're a member of Patreon or if you're a channel member. And if you want to help out, I have both Patreon and PayPal linked down below. Anything and everything helps. Patrons over there. And I guess we'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.